weirdly, you can have different body parts, right? So if you absorbed your twin, you could have their reproductive parts, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard about the girl with the two vaginas, and she got pregnant in one and not in the other one.
Well, I haven't heard of that, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
My head went to having one of each.
Disclaimer.
Everything in this podcast is our personal opinion and for entertainment only. We are not experts and everything is alleged. Don't take us too seriously. Do your own research and enjoy the chaos.
Hey y'all, welcome to the absolute mess that is the Feral Creatures of Chaos podcast, broadcasting live from the depths of the feral sphere, where sanity goes to die and weirdness thrives. Lurking in the sphere with me tonight,
hi, I'm Betty.
Narcy.
Hey, it's Madge.
I'm Helen. Buckle up, hydrate, and hang on. Let's get feral.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Helen was out of town, so sorry. This is Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Hey, girl.
Like, where did your accent go?
Well, the allergies took it away.
Oh,
So sad.
I mean, I think it's starting to slip back a little bit now that I can breathe a little more.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. How's your week been so far?
Bob has
And-
COVID,
Oh,
so
no.
but he's almost out of it. But I didn't get it because I've been sleeping on this janky ass bed in the craft room.
It is janky. It hurts.
Why isn't he
It
in
is.
the bathroom?
I did not realize how janky this, but yeah, Madge knows.
Now you know
But-
why I was tired all the time.
Yeah.
Soon the accommodations will improve.
So is that your
Right.
feral for the week? You've had to sleep on a janky couch?
Yeah, because that's all I've been doing is in this room in my house and taking care of Bob.
But the couch is cute, just to clear up any confusion.
It
It's very
is cute. Yeah, it's like a convertible one.
It's just not meant
But,
for
like,
sleeping.
It's like having two janky beds that are differently uncomfortable, like next to each other with a big old lump in the middle or like hard rod in the middle. It's just not good.
So she's for looks, not for comfort, huh?
It doesn't
Yes,
like
yeah.
hard rods in the middle.
No, not me.
Wish I could get some hard rock in the middle.
Right?
Betty?
Rock hard.
Betty has been I've been chill. I actually had a good day today. I came home, fed my birds, and found like 5 feathers around my yard. But then I looked at my hummingbird feeder and I noticed that there was bees in it. And last week there was 1 bee. And I'm like, okay, like why the hell are you going in the hummingbird feeder? You're gonna drown. Then I see there's like 5 of them like in the glass. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like, why the hell are they flying in there? So I go to open it, and there's like literally a dozen bees like on the inside, like where the water sits.
Mm.
And I felt bad. I was called a bee killer.
I did call her that.
I
Oh.
sent the video to Madge, like, look. And she's like, you're a bee killer. I'm like, I'm not.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did it to
like-
herself.
There was like
Yeah.
30 bees that were dead on
There was
there.
like 12.
Aw.
It felt like
Okay,
30.
but were they big bees or were they little sweat bees?
They were
They
fat
were like
and juicy.
little. I don't. Whoa! Stop it. I don't know. They
And
were
hard
like
in the
little
middle?
worker bees. Yeah.
They're the ones that are almost extinct.
Stop
Little baby
it.
ones.
Even closer.
Did you-
Oh, no.
Did you kill the queen though? The queen bee?
No.
Maybe it was suicide.
Because if
their
you
queen
killed the
died.
queen, then the whole
Hive is
hive
gone.
dies,
But I didn't
right?
kill
I think-
anything. They committed it themselves. Like they made that option to fall in the hole.
Did you get a
and drown.
permit? Did you get a permit for that hummingbird feeder? Was it
I didn't know I needed one. But yeah, I
unsafe
felt bad.
conditions for those
Yeah,
bees?
you need to put a little sign up there.
I think
Yeah.
I need a new one. I think the holes are too big or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that made me feel bad about life today. But
Oh,
Don't feel bad.
it's not your fault.
It's
Yeah.
a circle.
hmm
mm,
Match.
but
Well, deep in my luteal phase and the rage is brewing. And as you guys know, Wayne is just doing the most.
Mm.
Or Wayne.
And so I need to like take him to large pastures where he can run his little crackhead energy off.
Yeah.
So last week I drove to one of my favorite pastures. They didn't have any fucking signs anywhere. that it was closed so that they could mow it. So that was fucking irritating. And it was like a hot day. I went once I get him out there, he expects to go. And so I had to like hold on to the leash being yanked every 5 fucking seconds. So whatever, I moved on from my life. I decided to take a turn today to go back there, give this pasture another chance. And there's no fucking signs because it's all full because the stupid hot air balloon races are going to happen. So they're setting everything up. So it was closed again. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just walk him around the pasture where they're setting up all these booths and shit for the hot air balloons to come. And there's like a little baby creek that runs through it, probably not more than 1.5 feet deep, like nothing at all. He's scared of water. And the best way to get your dog to get over water is to just throw him in there. So we're walking, he's like pulling away from the water. I'm like, why are you acting so scared? And I've just about had it with this day. And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I grab him by his little harness and just throw him in there. And he literally like bounces off the water and jumps back onto the trail.
She's gonna do this to me, isn't she? She's gonna do this to me.
That's
Yes,
how, that's
she
how
is.
mama birds let the birds learn how to fight. Just throw them off the nest. That's what you got to do. But I was like, someone's gonna call like dog protective services on me. They're gonna think I'm abusing him. And this old man on a bike comes by. He's like, "Is he scared of water?" I said, "He's not gonna be for long." I chuck him again. And he bounced back again. I was like, "Fuck it." And then he would climb all over me with his muddy little paws, trying to like crawl on me to be like, "Hold me."
Oh,
That's how my day has been.
yeah. Dogs and water don't always mix.
No.
Yeah, well, Humphrey loves the water. Like I can't get him out of the water.
Oh,
But not Wayne.
no.
No. He's a little diva.
Just like he's gonna learn today.
Yeah, he did. And he did. I mean, he's a little bit closer now than he
Terrible.
was yesterday.
Helen, keep your life vest away from that.
Yeah, I'm not
Right?
gonna stand anywhere near her.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
rock the
She's gonna
canoe.
push me.
Don't worry.
No, you're gonna push me in before I even get in the thing.
With any luck, we'll be caught up in a hurricane.
Oh my
Lord
goodness.
have
No.
mercy. Stop
Gonna
saying
make
that
me not want to
nonsense.
fly.
Right?
No, it's going to be in the
You're
middle of
going.
it, and it's going to be a moderate hurricane, and our place is going to be fine.
Yeah.
No
It's
hurricane.
totally
at
good.
all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plan for our day when we're not doing anything.
I'm already hyperventilating.
Not any day. Stop.
I'm not. It's fine.
Everything's gonna
And
be okay.
Betty, I will tell you that that reminds me I need to go fill my hummingbird feeder up because I've got this one that just comes to the window and looks into the house and flutters, and he's like telling me that there's out of food, so I have to go do that.
Oh,
You're
Aw.
welcome.
don't kill
Thanks.
any
And
bees.
it also stabbed me in the heart because it reminded me that my bird died this morning.
Sorry.
A little bird. That's okay. You know, it was inherited. So
So,
I took her out, put her in the box so that Cody could bury her. And I took the cage out. Yes, I was late for work because I did this. And there was an egg in her house.
Mm,
Did she die during egg birth? I don't know.
Aw.
that's so
I
sad.
took the egg because, it's not fertilized because she doesn't have a boy in
Oh,
there.
right. Yeah.
And I put it in her box with her. So she's been buried.
Mm.
So that was my morning.
So sad.
And yeah, so sad. Anyway, birds in the box, birds in the
Anyway.
ground. That's good. All good. One less pet, down to 3.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you think that's feral. I don't know if you think this other thing is feral. I've got, kids, preschool. And one kid, parents just had a baby. And when I heard the name, I only had one thing on my mind. I'm like, I can't get it out. I'm like, why would you name your child this? And when I say this name, I know at least one of us is going to get the reference. I made sure today that was what I heard. I asked, I'm like, what's the baby's name? Chet.
Chet?
Chet?
Chet.
Like CHET?
Yes. As in Chet Donnelly.
I was thinking
Don't know.
Chet
Ring a bell?
Baker.
No, Chet
Who?
Donnelly should ring a bell because the lady that's behind you, Madge, knows Chet Donnelly.
Really?
Yes. So all I see since I heard this kid found out the name is Chet was a big giant pile of poop.
Oh.
Oh, Chet.
Chet Donnelly. The
Oh,
big pile of
yeah.
poo.
Ew, he
And I
was so
thought that was
gross.
funny because what's our topic tonight?
Weird science.
Weird science.
Yes, Chad Donnelly was a big pile of poop from Weird Science.
Mm-hmm.
I love that
Oh.
show.
I just
They
remember
put the girl
her,
together.
the hottie with the
Yeah.
body.
Body with a body. Yeah. Kelly something. Kelly
Yeah.
La something. Kelly LeBrock.
Yes, Kelly LeBrock.
I
Yeah.
only know Bill Paxton because he's Chet Donnelly, the big pile of poo from Weird Science,
Yeah.
where they make the girl.
Mm-hmm. What a weird fucking movie.
It was a great movie.
It was fantastic. What do you mean
Yeah.
weird? I have the
Yeah.
DVD upstairs.
I've seen it
Have
so
you
many
watched it
times.
recently though?
No, but I'm
Oh.
gonna have to now.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I don't know.
So what if we could make a I don't think I would make her.
I
We
probably
should try
would.
to. We could try that.
Matt, just like
Maybe-
I would.
Yeah.
Maybe a Ken and Barbie. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And they only want their one thing is to be with me. You know, it's perfect.
What about the rest of us?
These are my creations. Find your own.
It's gonna turn out like The Fly instead.
Oh,
Well, I do like Jeff Goldblum. If we're talking the,
Yeah.
more current,
Yeah, but not
not
when he's
like
the
the black and
Fly.
white, the Fly.
Right.
No, but he's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
What would you make something, Narcy, or
Would I make something?
a person?
I don't know. There's enough people.
right.
This is interesting because it kind of brings me to something that I learned about. Have you guys heard of chimera or chimera? I'm going to say chimera or chimerism. Have you heard of it?
No.
No?
I think maybe.
Okay. You might have heard of it because there's a hybrid, like mythical
Yeah.
fire-breathing creature
Mhm.
from Greek mythology. And it's supposed to be like a lion with a goat's head and its back. I think it's like got like a lion head, a goat's head, and then a snake as a tail. So there is also something in science called chimera or chimerism, and it's when you have two different sets of DNA. So it's really interesting. So have you guys ever seen like the cats that have one side of their face is black and the other side is
Yeah.
orange?
Yeah.
Well, it's chimera, so it has two different sets of DNA, and it can be like, okay, so that cat has like a split face. Like it has one set of the one parent and one set of the other parent, like, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But so there's cats that have that. There's marmosets, which I don't even remember what they look like,
Like a
but
little tiny thing.
like little tiny like animal, right? Like a
Monkey-looking thing, yeah.
rodent-y monkey thing. Well, they often have twins and their cells, so the marmoset mom can have the cells of its sister or whoever in the womb, like their uterus womb is the cells of another marmoset, so it can have like its own nieces or nephew babies, right? So like kind of like if you put like a surrogate, right? But it
Mhm.
happens because you can get like they have two sets of DNA, right? There's also like, okay, what is another one was the angelfish. This is really weird and gross, and I'm glad humans don't have this. Angelfish, the males fuse their bodies into the female angelfish so that they have the sets of DNAs, but they also have like, so you can have like multiple like male body parasites of the angelfish within the female angelfish.
Ew.
That's gross.
Ew.
Is the human version of chimerism, is that like heterochromia?
It can be, yeah. So it
Okay.
can be, but there are other more interesting versions. So let's like another thing would be kind of like that would be a rose with two different color roses. Like you could have a red rose, like a rose bush that has red roses or white roses. Or you can have variegated leaves. Like a lot of variegated leaves are chimera, where it's two sets of DNA. And I guess you could probably call like like when you graft like a peach tree or peach branch onto an apple tree, and you can have, and it grows off of that. That can also be kind of a form of chimerism, like kind of like the angelfish thing, right? Like there's one in my neighborhood where it's a peach and a plum, or no, a cherry and a plum tree. And so it grows cherries and plums on the same tree.
Oh, not like a hybrid version?
Mm-mm. Like you
Oh.
can actually like split a branch off and then fuse it to the other tree,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have two different things, right? Like
Yeah.
growing. So a human example of this that's kind of like the angelfish, kind of like this weird thing, is that you can fraternal twins. Have you heard of like absorbed twins in
Mhm.
utero?
Yeah.
So you can absorb, yeah,
Helen was absorbed her twin.
yeah. So
I did.
you can absorb your twin, and then you can have both sets of DNA. So not like, there's identical twins that split apart, and then there's fraternal twins that are two eggs that are in the same thing, right? So
Mhm.
then one of them fuses, and I don't know, sometimes you'll see like somebody will come out with like an extra little limb, and it's like they're, you
The
know,
conjoined
their
twins.
thing. Like, yeah, well, no, I think
A failed
conjoined,
absorption.
that would be like a little
Didn't try hard
arm.
enough.
But I
Yeah.
think most conjoined twins are split twins. But so weirdly, you can have different body parts, right? So if you absorbed your twin, you could have their reproductive parts, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard about the girl with the two vaginas, and she got pregnant in one and not in the other one.
Well, I haven't heard of that, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
My head went to having one of each.
She has two, and apparently one of them's just for her husband, and the other one's because she's a working girl.
oh,
Yeah.
really? I
Yeah.
mean, why
way.
not, right? Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
If you got two, put
Yeah,
them to
make
work.
some
Yeah.
money.
What are they side
Yeah.
by side?
I thought there
Up
would be
front
like
and
one on top,
back?
one on the bottom. I don't know. I didn't ask, but I guess there's a picture out there. You could probably Google it.
I'm good.
No, thank
Thanks.
you.
I'm probably
Okay.
gonna
Listeners, you
Google it.
can. I know you want to.
I'm gonna Google it.
I know you are.
Google. I haven't seen it
Okay,
myself. Sorry.
So, well, interestingly, we're talking about reproductive parts, right? So you can have like your scattered DNA, like I was saying, and it could be your reproductive parts, like your uterus, and your ovaries and all that stuff. So you could have your regular body, right? And then you could have your twin sisters. I don't know if it could be brothers, because that would depend. Anyways, you could have your twin sisters, ovaries, all that stuff in you, and you could have babies with that, right? So
Mhm.
there have been cases. There was one in the 2000s where a woman lost custody of her children because they did not match her DNA. So they took her DNA and it didn't match her kids' DNA because her kids had her absorbed twins' DNA.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
weird.
So it could be like that's one case. And then there was another one where the same thing happened. And they're saying that there are geneticists out there that say that like 1 in 8 people could have some sort of chimerism, because there's only like 100 cases of like that sort of thing where somebody has somebody else's babies. Well,
Mhm.
like I mean, it's still you. I don't know. That's a whole nother philosophical thing, right? But you have to, like, I could maybe have my twins' eyes, and the only way that we would know is if we tested the DNA of my eyes against my, like, the greater part of my body's DNA, right? So you could do blood, skin, organs, all that kind of stuff. So they think that it's possible that there are way, way more, and possibly 1 in 8 people could have like chimera
I
That's a
wonder,
lot.
DNA.
did you guys ever hear about that story of that couple in the UK, a white woman and a black man? They had twins. One was totally black, one's totally white. I wonder if that's
Mhm.
chimerism right there.
Possible, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's really
Crazy.
interesting. And 1 in 8, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One in hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
There's 4 of us right
that's
here, 4 of us
Yeah.
in the room. One of
Right.
us have it.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
But that's what they guess. Right now, they've only have like, documented 100 cases of like, studied, documented, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because people probably
yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really cool though. The angelfish kind of freaked me out. Like, don't fuse to me. Like, get your own body.
Yeah, that would be gross.
Like, ew.
But then you have
Poor
like
angelfish.
you have
like
like
a leech, right?
where you can put somebody else's organs in somebody, but then you have to have like drugs that keep it from rejecting all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah. And there is studies about that too, where like they would start craving all of a sudden something they never craved before, and come to find out would be what that person organ that they have. It would be like their favorite food or things like that. Yeah. I remember reading about stuff like that in college. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Biology.
So interestingly, like somebody was saying that they had heard that like your nieces and nephews could be closer related to you DNA wise than to their parents, like your siblings. And that would probably be the case, right? Like because your sister could have a baby that was closer to you genetically than it is to her.
That's
Which is
crazy.
wild. Yeah.
Weird science.
Weird science.
That was pretty cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
So I want to ask you ladies a question before I begin.
Okay.
In your opinion, do you think time has slowed down, or do you feel like time has sped up?
Sped up.
Yeah,
up.
for sure, sped up.
You're all wrong. Because I personally think it's sped up too, right? Because it just seems like the days are going quicker and quicker and quicker. The older I get, the quicker they go. And I hear that from like a lot of older people too. Like the days just fly by. But Earth's rotation is in fact changing speed. On average, the length of a day actually increases around 1.8 seconds per century. So we're actually gaining time, even though it doesn't feel like it.
Right.
I thought that was a cool little fact. And going into that, with like how everything's like rotating and changing. Sorry. I wanted to talk about how the Earth's poles are moving. So the magnetic reversal of North and South Pole has been happening a lot happens every time all year long. So they're saying that the reversal of the North and South Pole has happened 171 times in the past 71 million years. And it's saying that we're overdue to flip, like north to south, south to north. As the North Pole is moving at around 55 kilometers per year, and that's an increase over the 15 kilometers per year up until 1990. So that's what, 30 kilometers per year more. So I find that interesting that the poles are shifting faster, but we're gaining time. Like, how does that make sense? I don't understand it. But they're saying that we're overdue for a flip. And what that would mean is basically everything would change. Some people are saying that we would lose gravity, not people, scientists. This is dangerous for life since the planet's magnetic field extends far into space and creates a protective bubble around Earth, shielding the planet's surface from the hurricane of particles of the sun's solar wind and higher energy cosmic ray particles from deep space. Normally, these are safely funneled down at the poles, creating the auroras. Without a protective field, such deadly radiation would increase the mutation rate of living cells, leading to cancers in animals. Nevertheless, life has weathered large numbers of such events before without being wiped out. So it's saying that we've done this, I think it said every 1,000 years or something like that, 100,000 years. But it says, but what is remarkable is that the magnetic field generated by such violent internal convulsions is relatively stable 99.9% of the time. It is the stability of the Earth's magnetic field and the reliability of the protection it has provided that has enabled life on Earth to persist for almost at least 3.8 billion years. So I thought that was really interesting. There's a whole bunch of like facts about that if you guys want to check it out on sciencefocus.com. But what I thought was really cool too is about the whole time thing and how the poles are shifting. Animals actually perceive time differently than we do. And I never really thought about that because I'm just like, I don't think about things like this, but to like hear about it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. So animals can experience time differently from us. Smaller animals, the world around them moves more slowly compared to us humans, like salamanders and lizards, for example, experience time more slowly than cats and dogs. And this is because the perception of time depends on how quickly the brain can process incoming information. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I was thinking about back like when I was little, like for the holidays or for like school break, you would think like it would take forever.
Mhm.
And it really, time hasn't really changed much,
Right.
you know? So I thought that was interesting. So it's just because we weren't processing as much information. And now we have like so much to think about in our daily lives and we're constantly going. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy that that's
Mhm.
how we perceive time. I don't know,
Well,
time.
that's interesting because I was thinking about how like if I get on TikTok, if I want time to pass quickly, I get on TikTok and it goes by so
So
fast.
fast.
Right? Like, and that's because you're processing stuff so quickly in
Right.
like short amounts of time. That's
But then you go to
interesting.
work and it's like you
Yeah.
work 2 shifts and you're just like, oh my
Mhm.
God, I've only been here
Yeah.
3 hours. Like
Yeah.
it's weird. Time is
Yeah.
very it's very
Mhm.
interesting.
And
So
I
I've
thought
been
I
on
read something online that said that the Earth is spinning faster since 2020 and the days are getting shorter.
I don't
That's
know,
what
not
I thought too,
according
but
to
And that like by a certain year, it wouldn't be 24-hour days anymore. It would be, I think, 23 or something.
so it said that before we used to have 21-hour days and we worked our way up through all the centuries to 24 hours. So days used to be only 21 hours, now they're 24 hours. But according to the science focus, they're saying that we gain 1.8 seconds every century now. I mean, it's not a lot. It's almost 2 seconds.
right.
But yeah, I thought that too. But I don't know. It's weird because again, they're talking about the poles shifting faster and us rotating more, but then it's saying that the time is actually slowing down. So I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's there in my
neither.
face, and I'm still like, make it
Mhm.
make sense for me, but maybe someone can dumb it down for me. Because
Yeah,
I
if I
don't
can
get it.
find something, I'll put, because I thought I had read something, but it might not have changed the time in the way that we think. Just like how we used to have shorter calendar years and now they're like longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's weird. It's so
Mhm.
weird. Another thing I thought was interesting because my theme was kind of like about Earth and our universe is I never knew that the sun makes a sound, but obviously we can't hear it because we're nosy. Noisy. We're noisy. No, it's not because of that, but so it makes sounds in the form of pressure waves. The sun does make a sound. The wavelength of the pressure waves from the sun is measured in hundreds of miles. However, meaning they are far beyond the range of human hearing. I wonder what it would sound like. Would it sound like a roaring fire?
Yeah.
Like that's interesting to know. Like, what
Mhm.
does it sound like? I need to know now. And the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick was our solar system. It has a wall, kind of like that place on the map that we're not allowed to go past.
My favorite place, Antarctica.
Yes, Madge's favorite place. So I was like, what? I was like, how does our solar system have a wall? And how do we even know it has a wall? Because I don't know. That's just crazy to me. But it's called the heliopause, the region of space in which solar wind isn't hot enough to push back the wind of particles coming from distant stars. It's often considered the boundary wall of the solar system and interstellar space. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's more information on it. Like I said, I got all my information on the science website, which I thought was really cool. If you want to learn more about Earth and space and our planet and all that jazz. I highly recommend it because it was really cool. I learned some really interesting facts on there.
So apparently the wall is like the intergalactic border control from the trash solar system to keep us away from them.
So
I
it
will
does.
tell you,
Like, stay out.
there's some NASA sound waves of the sun on.
Oh, can you
Oh,
play one for
wow.
us?
Yeah.
It's just Narcy's voice. She's like, hi.
Welcome
That would be
to the
hilarious.
sun.
I am fire.
Hiya. Don't mess with me.
Are you playing?
Oh, burn you.
It's not as crunchy as I expected it to be.
That's
Sounds
me.
like a leaf
hearing
blower.
the vibration of the sun.
Oh God.
It's a little
It
boring.
almost has
Narcissus
a warmth
cringing.
to it.
He is.
It's
There's
just
Narcy's
enough where I
voice.
can almost feel the sound on my skin or on my clothes.
I don't like
It's giving me
him.
a sunburn.
I imagine feeling
He's
the sun.
very. No.
I don't like him.
No, his voice was awful, but
Yeah. I
that
didn't
know
doesn't
he's
sound
gonna
like
talk.
a leaf blower, right? We just wanted the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna sound more like crunchy, crackling, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like a
Uh,
fire.
Fire.
It's
Yeah.
humming.
But yeah, they just said that the solar system, the wall, it just provides important protection for Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Important
For Earth or
protection.
from Earth?
It says for, but it could be a typo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're done
Sure.
dumping our oceans with garbage, and now they're just throwing it into outer space.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 That's it.
I g-
There's
I
a
guess.
wall. It's fine.
Yeah. It'll get there in 100 million light years.
Yeah. It's fine.
It says the alpha particles emitted by the sun is no longer strong enough to push back the wind of particles coming from distant stars. Here, the hot, tenuous solar wind plasma gives way to the colder, denser interstellar medium. The heliopause marks the boundary between the solar system and the interstellar space. It is the edge of the heliosphere, the bubble of space in which the sun's magnetic field and particle emissions dominate. How large is it? Oh, it does it in AUs. I don't understand that. The
Yeah, I was
heliosphere
like,
lies,
It's not even going to mean anything to me.
right? I don't know what.
We need to
I need
ask the
feet,
astronauts from that
inches.
one mission with Jeff Bezos' wife and Katy Perry.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah,
They
yeah,
would
yeah.
know. Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
ask them. Yeah.
What was the other one? Astronauts.
Something Sanchez. What was her fucking name?
Uh,
Or is it Sanchez Bezos or just Bezos now? Or her, you know what I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
know. She got married, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't follow those evil people. Celebrities.
Yeah.
They're evil. No, we're kidding.
That's a
But
whole
yeah.
nother episode.
Mhm. Losing our prime benefits.
Right. 2 days my ass.
Mhm.
Madge, what weird science you got for us?
Have any of you guys ever heard of Centralia, Pennsylvania?
No.
Pennsylvania, yes. First word,
Centralia,
no.
Centralia specifically,
No.
also known as our own private hell.
No.
Oh,
Our?
yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
okay. I'm intrigued.
Centralia, Pennsylvania isn't just a ghost town, it's a warning label on human negligence. In 1962, the town tried to burn trash in a strip mine pit. That pit was connected to an old anthracite coal seam, and once the fire dropped underground, it became self-sustaining. Anthracite burns hotter and longer than softer coals, about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, close to pure carbon, and the seam under Centralia was massive, like so many. It was like you know how you see those ant homes that they pour metal into? That's how many seams there were full of anthracite. The fire spread about 75 feet per year, eating through miles and miles of coal. By the 1980s, carbon monoxide levels inside people's houses was lethal, and there were reports of residents just passing out in their kitchens. And in 1981, a 12-year-old boy fell into a sinkhole that opened up under his feet. It was spewing hot steam laced with carbon monoxide. And
my
that's when the
God.
government was like, all right, let's evacuate almost everybody.
Yeah.
Today,
Almost.
today, only a handful of stubborn residents remain. I feel like Helen would be one of them. Like, I'm not leaving my house. It's been in my family for 500 years.
Everybody else
Do you
left.
know
It
how
must
much it
be
would
nice.
cost me to move?
Exactly. So the town zip code was revoked. The highway has been rerouted. They literally have like piles of dirt on the road so that people don't try to drive down it because the fire is still burning.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh my
venting
gosh.
smoke and toxic gas. So if you go by it and you see like mist, that's not mist, that's poison. And they say that the scientists say that it could probably rage for another 250 years before the fuel is spent. And Centralia isn't unique. Pennsylvania has at least 38 active mine fires. Laurel Run has been smoldering since 1915. Carbondale's Powderly Mine lit up in 1946. And then there's New Straitsville, Ohio, where these dumbass striking miners in 1884 set coal cars on fire out of spite. That fire then spread into the surrounding forest and is still alive today. In winter, steam vents curl up through the soil and flames sometimes lick through the cracks. Locals actually did cook food over it in the early 1900s.
Oh my God.
They all died. You can still find spots where the ground is hot enough to make the air shimmer. But the weirdest science of it all is that coal seam fires are almost impossible to put out. They create a chimney effect where hot gases rise, pulling in oxygen through cracks, which just feeds the fire. Extinguishing them would mean digging up the entire seam or flooding it completely. Both are absurdly expensive. India's Jaharia coalfields have been on fire since 1916, and Australia's Burning Mountain, which I never heard of before this, has been smoldering for 5,500 years.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah. So it's not just a town on fire, it's the earth itself turned into a slow motion furnace, burning on geological time. Maybe that's why things have slowed down or maybe sped up because it's burning.
Mhm. Like
That just
when people
makes-
say everything's actually burning down, it is actually.
is
Yeah.
we're literally on fire, and it makes me
Yeah.
believe that we really are hell on earth.
Yeah, imagine people being like, my town is lit. My hometown's lit. Like, oh,
Like
really?
literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
So now that we've got the eternal fire underground, let's talk about the eternal question underwater.
Mm.
Where the hell do eels come from?
Ew. Hell?
No, I think you're gonna really love the next one after this, but for this one,
Oh God.
eels are slippery little liars. For centuries, nobody knew about how they reproduced. Aristotle thought they just materialized from mud. By the 1600s, scientists cut them open looking for ovaries or testes and found nothing. The truth didn't start to come together until 1904 when Danish scientist Johannes Schmidt began tracking eel larvae across the Atlantic. Over 2 decades, he collected thousands of them, each slightly bigger than the last, tracking their trail back to the Sargasso Sea, which is near the Bermuda Triangle. That's where they think is their spawning ground. But here's the kicker. No one has ever directly seen eels mate in the wild. Not once. Scientists have raised eels in labs, coaxed them with hormones, even tracked their migration with satellite tags, but the actual act of reproduction in their natural habitat, still unseen in 2025. The babies just appear. The adults vanish, and that's all we know.
So did they
Wait, the adults vanish when the babies appear?
Yeah,
like
I'm
in
thinking it's
captivity
reincarnation.
too?
Yeah, they don't even know where they come from. Like no one knows where these fuckers came from. And they don't know how they keep continuing to pop up. But like I said, babies appear and the adults vanish. So I think quite possibly they're dying and being reborn again, maybe? I don't know. But their life cycle is insane. They hatch as transparent leaf-shaped larvae called leptocephali or leptocephali, and they drift on ocean currents for months or years. Then they morph into tiny see-through glass eels, then into pigmented elvers, then into yellow eels that can live for decades in rivers and lakes. At the end, they morph again into silver eels, the migratory stage, developing larger eyes and a stronger, more muscular body for the long swim. And then they vanish into the Atlantic, spawn once, and then just die.
That's
Ew.
so weird.
But they have no ovaries or testes, so how?
And they're ugly
Where?
and they're
People say that they're from outer space, which I want to say that checks out, but this is the
they look
science.
like
mean-
aliens. If you look at their faces, well, their heads, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Has any of you guys ever eaten eel?
No.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's good.
really?
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
it taste like you were
Chicken?
lost in space or anything?
No, it's kind of rubbery.
Ooh.
Ugh.
I've had it on sushi mostly.
I mean, that might be GMO. We don't know where it comes from.
It's true. It might be babies too. Real
Exactly.
babies. Maybe that's how they reproduce is by sushi. I don't know.
But no one
By
knows. They just
sushi.
show up. They just show up to work.
Yeah.
And then they die, and then they have babies, just like it's like
Yeah.
the Mary Magdalene situation, Immaculate Conception.
Maybe it's like the Chimera thing, but they're like splitting off, like the opposite. They just split off of the eels.
But why do they only mate in the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know. It's fun.
So we've done mystery. Now let's do menace. But this one, Narcy, I want you to bear down. You're not going to like it. Okay. Meet the worm that
No!
multiplies every time you try to kill it.
Oh my God.
Hammerhead worms, aka a backyard horror story. So
What?
hammerhead worms look like the garden variety nightmares. They're long, slimy, flat worms with a half moon head like a tiny shovel. They're invasive in the US, sneaking in through plant shipments, and they love damp soil after the rain. They're not just gross, they're predators. They hunt earthworms, which are essential for healthy soil. Hammerhead worms track them down, wrap around them, and secrete a cocktail of tetrodotoxin, the same neurotoxin found in pufferfish. The earthworm is paralyzed, then digested externally as
Ew,
the hammerhead
why?
worm slurps it into goo.
Why?
Now, here's the nightmare feel, okay? Fragmentation. If you chop a hammerhead worm into pieces, you now have 3 new worms.
No!
10 pieces, 10 new worms. Each time,
Burn
a
it.
new worm. Scientists have regenerated worms from fragments as small as 1/300th of the body. That's microscopic. They're practically immortal hydras. And if they don't feel like fragmenting, they can reproduce sexually. Double threat.
Ew!
Killing them is a science lesson in itself. Science says salt, vinegar, or citrus oil works. Freezing works, but a shovel, forget it. Your shoe, forget it. That just makes more. Every chop is a multiplication. Homeowners who panic and slice them up are literally creating armies.
Where are they? Do I need to move?
It says that they are basically in the North Bay of California. So I would think anywhere damp. Thank God they're not in the desert.
I'm moving to the
Florida.
desert.
But here's an ecological kicker. They're spreading. They've been reported in over a dozen states. And because they're invasive and toxic, they have no natural predators here. Even birds won't eat them. Can you imagine? Would they reproduce in their stomach? Oh, and then the bird explodes. Ugh.
I know.
Scientists worry they could wreck local earthworm populations, which means hammerhead worms aren't just gross. They're bad news for the ecosystems we depend on.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're
I-
here. Not
Does Helen
exactly
have
with
them?
me, but the other side of my state.
Let me look. Google hammerhead worm state. And they look gross. Have you seen them?
I don't want to.
I've
None of
seen
my
them, but
friends.
then you have to like call the agriculture
Uh.
people or somebody, and they'll come and get them. And
Or
they
just
like,
pour
Ow!
salt on them.
you know,
What
no, they
happened,
don't want
Marcy?
you to. They want you to put them in the bag.
I'm like, how do I get a truckload of salt?
Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Texas and California, Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Ugh.
Where
This is
in my
horrible.
state it just said have been found in greenhouses. So hopefully
Yeah, because I mean, you could order a plant from somewhere or something, and they don't know it's in the soil, and then now you have it,
Right.
and then you go and
Yeah.
kill it by chopping it up, and then you have 50 of them now.
salt that bitch.
What happens if like you ingest them? Did they like
I think they multiply inside of
Ew.
you, and then you have it
No.
literally eats you from the inside.
Surely
That's why
the stomach
birds are
acids
like,
will
I'm
kill
not
'em.
dumb. I'm a robot from the government. I'm not going to eat that and kill myself.
Oh, that was gross. I should have
Yeah,
never looked at their
very gross.
pictures.
my
It's
mouth
too bad
like
fire doesn't kill them because they could just put them down in Pennsylvania. The whole state's
Yeah.
basically on fire.
Yeah, there you,
you know
go.
you know when you get like that nauseous like you're gonna throw up because your mouth starts watering. That's what I have right now.
And they're in California, so you could have some in your yard. You just don't know it yet.
Don't.
They might be.
I
in your
told you to bear
soil,
down.
Uh
Science is weird. Fragmentation, baby.
No.
Why is it
No
all the
front.
ugly things can like regenerate and
Yeah, why not
right?
chihuahuas regenerate?
Yeah.
If you smack them once, there's 10 of them.
Kittens. Why can't
Butterflies,
kittens?
like
Yeah.
or bees that you kill, you know?
Yeah,
They're back.
right?
oh my god.
Uh,
Oh man.
Anyway, let's see what the Oracle has for us tonight.
All right. Tonight's Oracle, ladies, is going to be Earth Magic Oracle cards by
How
Stephen.
convenient with the worms and the dirt and the burning ground.
Grounding.
Yeah.
Did we get a grounding card last time? Or am I bugging?
I think we might have a few weeks ago.
Was it grounding?
I think so.
remember.
It was something like that. It was like touch grass, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Consider how trees, the standing ones, exemplify balance between heaven and earth. Their branches reach out and up as if in praise of the beauty that Sky Father has to offer. Their leaves breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, a vital process for so many beings on the planet, including us humans. Their trunks and roots have planted themselves firmly in the soil, allowing them to receive the gifts of another kind of nourishment from Mother Earth. In turn, they freely and gratefully give back by accommodating the needs of so many beings with what they have to offer. In this image, we see a magnificent tree situated in a meadow at the edge of a pond, greeting the early rays of light from the dawn. We see its reflection in the still water, but do not see its roots as they are embedded in the depths of the moist, fertile body of Earth Mother. The strength of these roots support the tree's innate desire to grow to the light, to reach not only upward, but outward as well. You have been feeling scattered and spacey lately. You are not fully in your body, and that is because you have not been able to get grounded. This is quite literal in that your body is made of the materials of the earth. So when you feel disconnected from your body, you're inevitably disconnected from earth. So get yourself grounded. You can do so quite simply with your feet firmly planted on the ground wherever you are. Feel the etheric roots that extended into the earth. Follow your breath so that each time you exhale, you can imagine these roots going even deeper. Each time you inhale, draw up the loving, nurturing powers of Earth Mother. As soon as you have the chance, go outdoors and sit or stand with your back supported by a tree. Feel its solidness and integrity. It is simply being a tree. Breathe in the essence of tree spirit and allow this to fill you up. Walk barefoot very slowly on the ground so you can maintain this connection.
I like the card and I like the message, but there's no way in the hell I'm going to step on anything with my bare feet right now with these worms out there.
I'm not going outside and getting anywhere near trees right now.
It's a good message for us. We need to get grounded. Sometimes science can get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Speaking of crazy, we heard all these interesting facts, but what scientific myth or rumor would you gladly let slip into reality just for the chaos?
Transportation. Oh, teleportation. Transportation by teleportation.
There you go.
My
a good
words
one.
and wording. Classic Betty.
Mhm.
I mean, but
That
yeah,
would be a good
imagine-
one.
I would love to be like,
That's
I dream
awesome.
of Genie and just be like, bing,
Yeah.
and I'm where I need to be.
Yeah.
Like, why do I have to wait in traffic for freaking 2 hours? Like, just, you know.
Yeah, I want to do that one, but combo it with time travel, like transportation to time travel with reverse aging, you know?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but would you put a stop on the reverse aging? Because how far back do you want to go?
Until the beginning, baby. Get me out of here.
Back to the vagine?
Back
You
to
want to go back to the
conception.
vagine?
Conception. Back to before I got the chimerism. Okay, take me out.
Oh my gosh.
For the chaos, I would want mind reading because I think that would cause everybody to just go crazy if people could read what everybody was thinking.
I think I would have my feelings hurt all the time.
Oh, me too. But I have them anyways because I just make up what people are thinking about.
At least I will know for a fact. I know you think that about me, bitch. I just read your thoughts. I just heard you say I'm crazy. I just heard that again.
I
at least it would be out there instead of me thinking they hate me. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
They think I'm stupid.
Stop. Everyone loves you. And those that don't, they suck. What it was
Aw,
that
thank
saying?
you.
Those that mind don't matter. Those that matter don't mind.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
I
Hey.
like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I thought the new one was like this.
I can't
what
do
is
it. The
that?
girls at work do it, and I'm like,
They're doing heart hands, by the way, everybody. I don't
oh
know.
yeah, they can't see us. I forgot.
But like that's not like that's the old one.
I like
It's
the
so
little. I like
stupid.
that little.
No, they
the little
do
one.
it
this
weird.
little
Oh, I
one.
think it's like all like crip hands and stuff. It's weird. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
It's like gang
why?
signs.
Yeah, don't do it in the wrong neighborhood.
Matter, yeah. Malia?
Gosh.
gang, gang. What do you
I
mean? I'm
love
saying I love you.
Like,
Love and light. Yeah, right. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Exactly.
so listeners, what strange piece of science has permanently broken your brain? Have you heard about having taste buds in your anus? Or what other weird ones have you come across? Let us know. Drop us a comment on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. We want to hear what crazy shit you found out because you never know.
Well, we've gone full mad scientist. Here's to the experiments that make us wonder, the questions that keep us awake, and the mysteries science hasn't solved yet.
That was a fun little episode, although we might need an exorcism after that one. Thanks for tuning in to another chaotic dose of madness. New episodes drop every Wednesday. When Mercury's doing its thing, the moon's in our corner, and the stars finally align, you know it's time to hit play. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the Feral Sphere.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.